This is Into the Fire.
What an absolute pleasure to welcome the future star, already young female footballer, ready AFLW footballer, and probable number one choice in this year's AFLW draft, Calder Cannon's young gun, Georgie Prespakis. Nice to meet you, Georgie.
Nice to meet you, LJ. Pleasure to be on call with you.
Well, it's my pleasure to have you here. Well, you're about as ready for the AFL elite level than any junior woman I've seen. At what age did you start, and where did your love for the oval ball happen?
For starters, I hope that I'm really ready for it, LJ. But so I started in under 10s. I used to play with the boys. Romsey Redbacks was what we're called, and then I didn't really do much of Auskick because I wanted to get straight into the tackling side of things, and under 10s was when you could start killing each other. So, no, I'm just kidding. But that's when I started. And then I went over to Sunbury Lions, which was girls' competition because I got too old for the boys. And then I went down to Calder Cannons, and that's where I've been playing the last few years.
Yeah, nice. And you like your tackling, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. You made your debut in the NAB League at the age of 15. That is ridiculous. Can you remember that first game? It must have been a huge thrill, but a bit scary.
It was scary. Like, it was very exciting because it was I think it was the third last game of the season when I was allowed to start playing. So I was really excited, and I'd waited for so long, and it was just really good to also actually play alongside my sister who was in the team. So made it really easier and less nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it would have. You actually won the league's best and fairest at the age of 16. Get ready for this. You averaged 22.6 disposals and 5.6 tackles at 16. What a first year. What a season. Winning the medal must have been amazing.
It really was, actually. I was pretty surprised by it because at the time of the presentation, I was in Bali watching mini boxing. So I didn't quite get to celebrate and go up and get the medal, but it was definitely an honour. And yeah, at the time it was like, whoa, I can't believe it. But yeah.
Yeah, it would have been pretty cool. Now, you did all of this up forward, kicking 13 goals in your first season. Now, you've moved into the midfield. Is the midfield your preferred position now?
Well, to be honest, LJ, I reckon that season, the 13 goals, it was only one lucky game where I kicked 7. So I think that's the only reason that it got me up there. But
don't know about that.
Yeah, I've always been a midfielder, and I actually played a little bit forward, but I really enjoy playing off the half back line, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not a bad position.
It's not.
It's actually pretty good. Now, in your top age year, you've averaged 8.8 tackles a game, like a bit of a cuddle, hey? You could almost play rugby with those numbers. Is it the competitive nature that you thrive on that gets you these types of numbers?
To be honest, LJ, I think it's the fact that I never win the ball, so I'm always chasing it. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I just love to tackle, and if it's there, I'll go for it.
Okay, so let's look at your strengths. You may want to get a coffee here. It's a long list. Tackling is a given. High footy IQ, ball winning ability, strength extracting the ball from stoppages, impact on the scoreboard, repeat stoppages, and high level skill. Is there anything left to improve on? What is an area of your game you actually need to work
on? Putting me on the spot here. There's definitely still a lot of things that I need to work on, and I know that in myself, and some of the stats don't really justify how I actually play. Sometimes I get 20 disposals and I'm still not happy with how I played because there's so many things that I could have improved on, whether it be impact at stoppages better, position myself, or win the ball more, or especially something I need to do a lot better is demand the footy. I think sometimes I'm very shy, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, you had a great under-19 championship in your 2 games.
Good answer.
Yeah, pretty good. Averaged 28 disposals, 4 marks, and 8 tackles a game. Impressive numbers. How was the championship, and how did Vic go?
In our first game, we played against Vic Country where we lost. However, it was a really good game to be a part of, and Vic Country really challenged us in terms of how fast they moved the ball and how strong they were, especially in all areas of the ground. But in amongst our Vic Metro team, it was really good to play alongside some of the talented high prospects of the draft coming up. So it was definitely a good opportunity and challenged me to make sure that I played good footy and really did my best.
Yeah, that's nice. You got to play a game for the Essendon Bombers. That must have been different going up against the bigger bodies. How did that go, and what did you learn from that experience?
Well, for starters, I'm a Collingwood supporter, so playing in the Bombers colours was a bit, I'm only kidding, but I was really excited for it. I think it was a really good step in terms of hopefully playing AFLW, because it gives me a real taste of what it's like to play against bigger bodies and girls that are bigger than me, because sometimes I think I'm big playing in the NAB league. When I come up against these women, it's like, but they really challenged me in terms of being around the footy, getting pushed off of it, and it was really good to be a part of. And I know that once I build more confidence, hopefully play another game this weekend for the Bombers, that hopefully I can really perform.
Yeah, it would have been pretty good to play against those bigger bodies. Now, it would have. Now, you're great friends with one of my absolute favourite AFLW girls, Georgia Prespakis. She is such a nice person and probably the best skills I've ever seen. How good has she been for your development?
One of the best, LJ. That's surely I'm taking over her now. But yeah, she's one of my best friends, and I'm so glad to have such a close friendship with her. And I actually remember her telling me about an interview she did with you and a little goal celebration.
But we'll save the celebration for a bit later.
Good. I look forward to it.
You lost this year in NAB League elimination to the eventual winners, the Oakley Chargers. Must have been a bit disappointing. What went wrong there, mate?
Yeah, it was really disappointing that our season got cut short, because I was really hoping more premiership contenders, as everyone would love to be a part of, because we do have some really good players in our side. So it was really good to finish the year with them. But I think Oakley were just too strong across the board. Like, they had really dominant players in each line, and they've got some really good names in their side, and we got close, but just not close enough. But we tried our best.
Yeah, it would have been a tough challenge. Now, your sis Maddie is a champ already. Have you had a chance to get down to the club and use a few perks from Big Sis?
I wouldn't call her a champ. She's not that good. No, I'm kidding. No, she's really good. But yeah, a couple of years ago, I went there and did some trainings there, which was really enjoyable to be a part of. And the Navy was good on me, LJ.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, here's a few non-footy questions for you. What do you like to do in your free time?
I love going jet skiing. That's something that's really fun. And actually, I don't mind a bit of photography.
Bit of photography, that's interesting. Sounds
pretty. It is, especially taking photos of just local footy games. I find that fun.
Yeah, it would be. How would your friends describe you?
I'd like to think awesome, no, I'm kidding. Hopefully someone that they find it really easy to talk to, get a laugh out of, and just a good person to be around.
Yeah, I would say that. Okay, favourite food that you love the most?
I do like a zinger burger, but I'm probably going to have to go with lasagna.
Lasagna, yep, I like that too.
It's a good one. Good
My
one.
mum makes a good lasagna, actually.
Does she? Yep. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. AFL player that you would love to stay with for a week?
Stay with for a week? Are we talking about in the men's competition?
Men's, women's, whatever you want.
In the men's, probably... Gee, I'm trying to think now. Maybe Maynard
Maynard?
from Collingwood. Put
Is
me
he
on
your-
the spot. I'll probably think of someone better later, and I'll be like, oh, I should have said them, but I'll just go with Maynard.
Is he your favourite player from Collingwood?
Yeah, I'd put him up there. When he plays good, he is.
Surely Pendlebury would have to be up there.
Oh yeah, Pendles. I can't forget about him. He's everyone's favourite.
You need to have a different person.
Exactly.
If you could go on a TV show, what would you choose?
Bondi Rescue, because I want to be a lifeguard.
Sound too bad. Your sister is a superstar of the AFL, just like you will be. So let's do a quiz with you or Maddie quiz. Who was the favourite child?
Oh, I'd like to think me, but definitely Maddie, golden child.
Yep. Who was most likely to bring an A grade home from school?
Oh, me, definitely.
Definitely in PE? What subject?
Oh, all the subjects.
All of them. That's what I like to hear. In a backyard argument or fight, who would cry first?
Cry. There was a lot of footy games out the front, and probably me who would end up in tears, to be honest.
Yeah. Small one is always a bit, in tears.
Exactly, it just bullied me.
Who would be most likely to hit a 3 in basketball?
Ooh, I'd like to think I'm the better basketballer, but something tells me she could just fluke a 3.
Who had the messiest room?
Oh, Mum keeps me on my toes about my room, and Maddie doesn't live here anymore, so probably Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie. All right. Okay, so the draft is fast approaching. Do you get nervous about that? And are you hoping you might get to Carlton to play with Big Sis? All right, let's be honest. Carlton have pick 12. You ain't going there. I'm not absolutely over the rules, but I take it that you won't nominate Queensland. So that's Gold Coast out. Are you able to be picked up by Geelong? Because if you ain't, WA is out. Georgie Prespakis might get ready. Here she comes.
Yeah, it is coming really close, and it feels like I've been waiting forever for it. So I'm very excited. I do get nervous, but I like to not show it. And no, I won't be nominating for Queensland, and I could potentially get picked up by Geelong if they're looking for me, but St Kilda be very exciting for me.
I was going to say maybe Saints.
Would you wear a Saints scarf then?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know if they're going all right at the moment.
Oh, I know. Pretty ordinary.
Yeah. Well, Georgie, you're ready made to take the AFL apart, and I love the way you go forward to kick a goal. Although I've noticed as you've spent more time in the midfield, the area has gone down a bit. Crowd loves goals, Georgie, so push forward, mate, and kick those snags. That's where the money is for you. For you, it's important to have a celebration to go with the star quality that you bring. I have it for you, the Into the Fire.
That's a good one. I hope one day that I do kick a snag, and I'll be doing that one.
Yeah, I can see you doing that after your 7th goal.
Oh, we'll see. I've set the bar pretty high with that 7-goal game. Don't think that's happening ever again.
Maybe. Well, Georgie, I can't thank you enough for chatting to me today. I can't wait to see which club gets the future best and fairest of the AFLW in their team. Pity help the comp if you and Georgia team up. Thanks again, mate. You're a legend.
Oh, I really appreciate you having me, LJ. It's very impressive what you're doing at only 13, so keep it up.
Thanks, Georgia. It's been awesome to chat.